Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It's your Colonel here with GTTV. And I guess hell broke loose on this one. Why not? Because it is a little bit political. Just leading up here, we got about 2 more hours until the final presidential debate tonight. Just going to give my thoughts on it before it happens. We will be watching it here at GTTV. And we plan on doing a show afterwards. I don't know if it'll air tonight. It might air tomorrow as a morning drudgery. We'll see. We're bringing back the morning drudgery, by the way, if you enjoyed that show back in 2017. We'll be relaunching that here this week, hopefully tomorrow. For the debate tonight, I don't think any of us really have terribly high expectations. It's going to be more of the same, coddling Joe Biden while unfairly beating on Trump. And certainly the moderator tonight is probably even more biased than the first debate. The second one was canceled. So this one definitely is just going to be a Trump hate fest. They are muting microphones, so all the fun will be taken out of it, really and truly. Hopefully Trump, if I had my advice for Trump or what I hope he would do tonight would be more or less to just kind of let Biden sink himself. But at this point, I think Biden is just he's just running down the clock, more or less. He's not going to be asked any serious questions. I would be surprised even if the number one story of the day, which is the Hunter Biden revelations, especially the newest revelation from a insider close to the investment firm that was partnered with Hunter Biden, has now said, yes, that was the big guy was Joe Biden, in fact, and that Joe Biden, he firsthand had knowledge of Joe Biden's involvement in Hunter's affairs overseas, which is a huge story. It's a scandal. In any other time, it would be disqualifying, I would say, for sure. But I would be really surprised if the moderator even asked about that tonight. I think foreign policy, which is the biggest issue in terms of what separates these two presidents, that's not going to be brought up. We all know at this point Iran is openly trying to sway the election for Biden. China also is trying to sway the election for Biden. Yeah, and of course there'll be no questions about any of that. So really, what do we expect? Hopefully that Trump doesn't put his foot in his mouth and lets Joe Biden put his foot in his mouth, because at this point, everyone's mind is made up on Trump. There's going to be no real swaying of people's opinions on Trump, I think, at this point in time. But Biden is still in play. He could still fall from glory very quickly. The polls are narrowing currently. If they narrow any more, especially in Florida, Pennsylvania, Biden is in real trouble at this point. And they're still 2 weeks out, so there's a lot that could change. And we know that this slow drip on these email scandals, we don't know what all's in there from Giuliani. But the slow drip is certain to reveal some more. It's just really going to be eroding away at the credibility of Joe. And, where the coronavirus goes from here. Obviously, those are going to be the talking points tonight because, again, this is a far-left media, and they will be doing their best to promote Joe. And so they will be hammering probably coronavirus. That'll be a topic, again, as though anybody cares anymore. About the coronavirus, and then probably taxes. Of course, the tax cuts and packing the court will probably be brought up again. Maybe not, but probably. And Joe Biden will just repeat that he's going to start a commission, and Trump will repeat, that it's bad and it's terrible. So I don't really know. I don't think there's going to be much room for any real substantive debate tonight. It's just going to be another opportunity to try to entrap Trump and to try to insulate Joe Biden as much as possible. because he really can't take any more heat in the polls. His margin is narrowing, and it's certain to narrow more, and that's without that silent majority even stepping foot into the game at this point. He just can't afford. He can't hold off an onslaught if he loses any more gap here in the current polls. But so yeah, that's it. That's what we expect. I don't know. I mean, there's really. I think it's going to be kind of boring. I really enjoyed the first one, although it was kind of insane. Enjoyed the Mike Pence Kamala Harris debate, but I think tonight's just going to be so muscle. I think it's going to be 100% Trump. It's going to be focused on Trump, against Trump, and nobody and the moderator is not going to throw any stones at Biden whatsoever, because the man can't even stand up on his own at this point, so let alone answer a tough question. So tune in tonight, tune in tomorrow. I'll be talking about more. I have a segment coming out about the Obama speech the other night, or last night. Okay, well, that's it. This is Colonel, GTTV. Tune into the debates. I think it's 8 o'clock Eastern time, and join us there, and we'll see you later. Stay tuned.